Hello and welcome to FusionQA, episode number 3 of Testing with Water. In today's episode, we will learn about buttons and links, just some basic, methods and how we can interact with some basic functionality using buttons and links. So let's go ahead and get started. I have my terminal application loaded here already, and let's get the IRB and Chrome Water browser started. Okay, so I loaded my Water library there, and I loaded the Water browser, this Chrome browser here, and I set it to browser. So then we can use this variable browser with all our commands. All right, so now we're just going to go to a demo page, browser.goto, and then this is the demo page here. This is a basic login page. Now, well, first off, we'll show you how to, interact with two elements on this page, this login button and this link here that says Elemental Selenium. And the first thing that we're going to show you is how to find out if these buttons or if these elements are present on the page. Are they available for us to use? Are they present on the page? So what we're going to do here is first inspect this element. And when you inspect this button, you see here that it has a class of radius, it's a type equals submit, and a few other things. So what we want to do is we want to use this class radius for our example. And we're going to do something like this. Right. So what we did was we did browser.button. We're using this button method, and as we said, we're going to use a class of radius. That's what it was, right? And then we appended on there dot with present question mark. This tells us if it's present or not. Is it there? Is it visible there on the page? And it came back true. Yes, it is. As we see here, it is. Now the same thing can be done with this link of Elemental Selenium, right? When we inspect this link of Elemental Selenium, we see here, this is the text, this is the URL, and a few other things. So what we can do here for that, a link is something similar as well. Okay, so what we did was, again, browser, and this time we use the link instead of button, since it's a link, right? And this, we said was we use a text, which is equal to Elemental Selenium, and then again we did the same method dot present on that link, and it returned true. So it's there, it's visible for us to use. Now I think next thing we're going to do is we want to find out the text. The text of these elements, meaning what is the text of this button, for example, of login. What is the text? We can obviously see there it says login, so that's the text, right? But in our test script, if we want to find that out, and we see here it says login as well, how can we retrieve that programmatically via Water? So you'll do browser dot button, and then again, with the class radius, and all you do is use the text method dot text, and this returns to us login. That the text of this button is login. And similarly for the link, you can do something like this, and there you have it. For the link, again, browser.link text of Elemental Selenium. And what is that text? Elemental Selenium. You probably wouldn't do something like this because you're specifying the text anyway, right? So you might use something else, maybe like the href or some other selector, and then if you want to find out what's the text, but you could do that as well. And the last thing, and one of the probably the most important thing, is how can we click these elements? And you'll do that just like this. Okay, so what I did was, again, using the same command, browser.button class radius, I want to click that login button, and it's a simple straightforward method dot click, right? And then you notice when we did the click, the page refreshed and it says your username is invalid because we didn't enter any username and password. So it clicked the page, the login button for us, and you saw the refresh here when we did it. And I'll do it again real quick. See, it refreshes, it clicks that login button for us. And similarly, you can click that Elemental Selenium in basically the same, using the same method as well. All right, so we clicked that Elemental Selenium link, and it opened up a new tab actually for us, which is pretty cool. And it took us to that elementalselenium.com website. That wraps up this episode. I hope it was of benefit. If you have any suggestions or questions, please leave a comment below or email me at Farooq@FusionQA.net. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Connect with us on social media. The show notes and other details are in the description. Thanks for watching.